We have moved to another tree. This is a patch of Washingtons, and a very healthy patch, as you can see by the size of the leaves. We have actually pruned this this is our 3rd year in pruning. So we've taken the corner out each side as it fully closed up. We've only just pruned this tree last week, and we've cut this one out of the top. So that the spiky stuff's gone from where the hedge has been through all the time. What we're going to do next year is this one, as this denses up with new foliage, we'll take this one out. Again, no pole saws, only what you can reach with a chainsaw. And slowly in the next 3 years, we'll move around, dropping those higher limbs down, but the hedge is left behind with all that spiky stuff you can see up there. And that really makes you no fruit. It'd be good to cut it out now, but that'll mean massive sunlight, massive sunburn and water shoots. Disbudding is expensive. I'm trying to keep the pruning as cheap as I can, having less disbudding and more fruiting wood like this staying alive in the tree. Again, you can see very little dead wood through the tree. We haven't gone and hand done all this wood. It's just by cutting big limbs and moving them out every year. As you can see, the main aim of this pruning technique is you can see the light filtering through. It's not a lot of light. We have a water shoot here maybe, but that'll fall very quickly. It's not strong, so we don't want too much light. The other thing about this pruning technique is you're trying to teach someone how to prune a tree, which is always difficult. When you tell them to walk in and cut one side or cut one out of the top, they can do it real successfully. As you can see, what we're after is the light. You can see the filtered light coming through the tree. It's not a massive amount of light, right through to the ground. So you can have this nice little speckled leopard spot on the ground. And this was caused by just this one cut. So when you're trying to teach someone to prune, a one cut or a multiples cut of a stage, like one cut here and one cut there, if that was a smaller branch, is easy to explain to anyone. So you don't have to have highly trained labour to do this pruning technique. Another important thing about the pruning style we're creating, trying to get the fruit inside the tree, is Tony Philippi told me, if you have your fruit on the outside of the tree like a conventional tree, 50% of it will be marked from the wind, particularly we've had this year. I've put 50% of my fruit inside the tree, 50% of fruit outside the tree, so now I have 25% of my marked fruit, which gives me great pack outs. As you can see by all the fruit inside the tree here, it is bigger, it is nicer, and we've got good export potential for this piece of fruit. This is a tree that has been pruned for 4 years. As you can see, it's nice and open. We're starting to get all the young shoots coming in here, but the top needs cleaning. So what we're going to do here is just cut that one out there, which will take that northeast side to keep the light coming in. With the hole cutting each side we cut out a couple of years ago here, this makes this very easy to pull out. That one little cut, as you can see now, has let light in through this hole, which is just enough light in here just to keep it growing, but no water shoots because they're too expensive to pull out. As you can see by this piece of wood I've cut out, it's actually not very much good anyway. There'll be no fruit, high quality fruit come off it. It's up the top of the tree where the fruit moves around and gets marked readily anyway. So you do not have any crop loss by pruning. We've actually found the opposite. The more we've pruned, the better crops we get.